Hi everyone. Today is Wednesday, April 29th, 2015, and we're going to take a look at some of the symbolism that is happening all around us as the spiritual realms begin to bring the world towards World War III and Armageddon, the day of the Lord, and how that these signs are all around us. It will seem like people are just acting out in different ways, but really these are all these spiritual realms controlling everything as the big puppet game of earth rolls on to the next part of the Bible, the Great Tribulation in the end of days. Well, I wanted to show here about this incident that happened during the Baltimore riots. This gentleman here, Dimitri Reeves, was up on top of this gold truck, and he was dancing to Michael Jackson's Beat It through there. See him here? This may not seem like much, but this has everything to do with the Bible in here. So, most people are not going to know any of this symbolism. Let's show this here. This represents the golden age coming. This is all a sign from Jesus. Jesus at the end days with Michael brings the great tribulation and sets Satan loose on the earth. And they will control both sides, just like the cops and this side. This guy's dancing to Michael Jackson's Beat It. Remember, Jesus Christ comes with the voice of an archangel. Michael is that voice. Daniel 12. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered. It's when Michael fights Satan. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and they cast him down, and he's revealed. And this great tribulation comes across the earth. Now, does this song have anything to do with the Satan figure, who's known as It? Sure it does. Right here in the Illuminati box cover, when you read it from right to left, as in Hebrew, the name of this character coming, the Satan character who runs the Illuminati, is It. I-T. It. Animal, like a beast. It, animal, I. Jesus Christ and Michael and them fight the dragon, the beast. This is the beast right here, this clown, It. And in here, we see Michael Jackson during the riot singing, Beat It. Literally, Michael and them ready to fight It as the great trouble and tribulation comes across the world. This represents the golden age. These are all clues from God right here. Even this cube represents what's called Satan's cube. Well, that's still all in accordance even with the Bible and such. Just as here on the Dendera chart that we've broken down. Remember, from Abraham to Jesus went to Egypt. Moses was taken out from underneath the burdens of Egypt. The burdens of Egypt represent the cube. See right there? The law. And representing all of sins, the wages of sin are death. The law, just like the Ark of the Covenant. Here is Jesus Christ. This represents the Ark of the Covenant with the two cherubs and Jesus sitting on the mercy seat. He's casting down the accuser. The woman meets him with his arrow and he receives a grievous head wound. They rise up with the New World Order, get the sword for the mark of the beast. But do you see the cube? He's casting down Satan, and then Michael is dancing on top of the cube, on top of the Ark of the Covenant, on top. That's what this represents. And then the world is going to burn below us as we all go to ascend above this burden of Egypt, as it's called, through there. That's what that represents. The burdens of Egypt and stuff represent the law and judgment day coming. You see how that's right in front of you? This has been done before for Mike. Remember, Mike was killed by the doctor? And remember how I kept showing like Doctor Who represents the Satan figure? And Michael Jackson was killed by the doctor with a needle. See him coming down? The doctor? See him with the needle? Exactly as what killed Michael Jackson? And then they begin their idol worship. See there? I mean, this is how this symbolism is real in front of us all the time. This is Michael Jackson's most famous cover called Dangerous. You see in here where the world is upside down? Michael's representing Jesus Christ standing in the middle, the two arches, as I've been showing. This is the Satan figure. See him right there? See him right there. This represents the dog star Sirius, part of God's throne, and the star of Bethlehem. You see the souls come down on these fish. You go through here, you go through your experience on earth, and then you come over to this side and you're into the Pleiades. You've gone off to heaven. The 7 angels, the 7 churches, the 7 golden candlesticks in Jesus' right hand. Right there. That's what it represents. This represents your Antichrist figure and the crystal skull they will be made to worship. See, they're all made to worship this idol. See there, they're Antichrist. See right here comes that clown coming down with the key to open the abyss. And up here they're being made to worship this crystal skull. Right there. And then they get the mark of the beast on them. All of that right there. As we go up, see that eagle? We go up above the dog star and everything. And then that side of the arch is actually broken. See the arches, like his 2 hands? It's actually broken. Because it represents right here. The Freemason Royal Arch. Jesus takes his people through the stars, see the Pleiades and the gate. We leave in the cornucopia. This beast rises up. The law is now upon the world. The wages of sin are death. The woman comes off of the moon. The woman that's standing on the moon of Revelation 12. See, right there. She comes with us and Jesus and all the people, and we go to heaven. Jesus breaks this side because the Jews that didn't go with Jesus sold him for 30 pieces of silver. See in Zechariah 11, the doomed flock, everybody on earth who doesn't go with Jesus. Right here it's prophesied that the Jews will sell him for 30 pieces of silver. And he will break his staff of beauty and break his covenant with everybody. The only way you can get to heaven is through Jesus Christ. The covenant is broken with the Jews. The Jews don't represent Israel. Judah represents Israel. And Judah's, see right here? That I might break the brotherhood between Judah and Israel. And I took my staff, even beauty, and cut it asunder, that I might break my covenant which I had made with all the people, because they sold him for 30 pieces of silver. See the royal arch? This side is called beauty. Right there. And then the woman is called wisdom. She comes with us over here. And when that happens, Allah, the moon god, is released with the law and the beast from the bottomless pit. All through there. Same thing here. Mike in the middle. This side is going to be broken and taken out. This guy is going to be set loose on the earth after he receives a grievous head wound. Right there. Then he will rise up with his new world order and such. The woman will come over and be with Jesus. Over and over again. See the cube? Going to beat it. And here's Mike singing, they're going to beat it. And then we will all be on top dancing, and everybody underneath here will be stuck underneath the law. This is shown over and over again. Mike and them are getting ready to do all this, and they're setting the horsemen loose. It's all in Scripture. He can be on both sides. He will cause the chaos everywhere. Everybody's getting ready to cause chaos as this begins to happen across the earth. Right here on killedbypolice.net, remember we've shown all these things going over and over again. Well, let's look at another one. Well, right here on the 28th, Joshua has died from a terrible event. Well, that has a lot of associations with Jesus Christ. We have the number 21 again here for some reason. And then we have David Parker, which was killed. He was in a standoff here. He was killed because he had a high-powered rifle. For some reason, nobody even really knows. But he was killed on 36 Randall Road, just like the grievous head wound coming to the 3-6s. So let's head over there. This is in Ohio. See, Ohio? See, all of these events are just happening all around it. It's just crazy. So 36 Randall Road. Well, Jesus Christ says his heel will be bruised. Man, you can't fake that. Look at that. Dream drive. We go off to our dreams. Do you see this foot thing on there? Look at that. That is just like Jesus Christ's heel being bruised. And then we need to have the little horn. There he is, with his teeth. See the little horn right there? 3 6s. That guy coming with the V. That guy right in there. That guy right there. after he receives the grievous head wound. So you can see right there Jesus' heel, ready to bruise his head, and this guy is coming. Look at that. Right there. Wow. Isn't this wild? This stuff's real and right in front of us, over and over and over again. So we can see now. There we go. Mike dancing on top. And he's doing what he said. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. This is known as a time of blurred lines. In other words, the police are not going to quite be acting like the police. The criminals are not going to quite be being just criminal things. The army's not going to quite act right. It's going to be a time of blurred lines. Nothing's black is not going to be black. White is not going to be white. It's going to be a gray area. I mean, the police are acting out of hand, but also the police are doing their jobs. So it's a hard quandary right now. It's the time of blurred lines. Confess with your mouth, the Lord is Jesus. Believe in your heart, God hath risen him from the dead, and you'll be saved. Hallelujah. This is the Antichrist type figure. He's known as the little horn of the Bible, and he comes to persecute the saints after the grievous head wound. See, he receives the grievous head wound with the heel, and then he rises back up with his new world order and persecutes the Christians for 42 months. God have mercy. Hallelujah.